How's it going, everybody? Yoshi with another video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys which health packs you should be holding on which maps and why when you are playing Sombra. Now I'll be making a custom game lobby to show this off, and we'll be starting first with 2 CP maps, considering that those are where Sombra is the best at. Starting with Hanamura, and we'll go over attack and defense. Let's start off with attack instead. Jump to first point. Alright, here we are at the beginning of the attacker spawn. Generally what you want to do when you're on attack as Sombra, first point Hanamura, is take this mega right here, because if you have a team that's just poking at the choke, like you have a Reinhardt or an Ana or a Winston that doesn't know what he's doing, most bad Winston players will just throw their bubble down at the choke. So if you hold that health pack, firstly, if the enemy team has a Genji and he comes through the window to go heal, or a Pharah or D.Va or whatever, they can't use that pack. And since your team will be generally in this area, a lot of them will go back here and use this one anyway. So that one won't give you as much ult charge as this one would, but that gives more denial to the enemy team. Even when you're on defense, what you're going to want to be doing is holding this health pack right here. This little one, not a lot of people use it. In fact, barely anyone knows about it, and I generally don't even pay attention to that one. And there's another little one up there. I'll go over to it so you guys can see it. There's a little one over here. I don't really take that one unless I'm using this high ground, which I don't do often, because my strategy generally on this point is I'll hack this pack and I'll teleport up top. I messed that up, but I'll go through that window and I'll go directly through here. Invisibility will usually cut off right here, so I'll crouch, come in, and I'll take this pack. Now there's 2 types of health packs, and I'm not talking about the bigger and the smaller ones. I'm talking about 2 types that you would hold as Sombra. There's the team health pack and the health pack that you're using for yourself. So this is a selfish health pack. Your team cannot get to this one easily like they can with that one down there, or that little one over there, or the little one over there. So this one you're going to be using for yourself while you're infiltrating the backline. So you'll hack that, put your translocator down like you usually would, come in here. If they have a Torb, sometimes he'll be here. You'll usually want to take him out in the turret as soon as possible, because once he gets armor, he'll be snowballing the point. If they don't have a Torb or a Symmetra holding first point, you're going to want to not touch the point at all, because if you touch it, they'll know that you're behind them. So the best thing to do is you can go around here, take that pack if you want to. I usually don't take it unless I'm able to solo hold the point. You're going to want to come around the back and see if they have a Mercy or an Ana, hack them, take them down ASAP. Use this health pack if you have to. I wouldn't recommend that you hack it. I would recommend that you hack the enemy supports if they're positioned back here. Generally there's an Ana here or a Mercy around this rock or this wall somewhere. So yeah, big health pack for your team and denial towards the enemy team, and big health pack up there for yourself. And once your team is actually fighting on the point, that's when you're going to take the health pack in this room. And if you're defending on first point, you're going to want to hold that little one, because it's the closest one that your team can have contact with, and either one of those 2 packs from the enemy team. So you're defending on here, you have like an Orisa, Ryan, whatever. Hold this pack, tell like your Mercy or Ana to stay in this room, because they'll be safe, and they'll have a health pack over there. And since your tanks and whatever your other DPS is, say a soldier on a high ground, are going to be holding choke, he'll see what's going on. He can sprint down here, or Ryan or Winston or whoever can jump and protect your supports. And then this one just denies the enemy team healing. And if you want to go into the back line, for example, hold this pack, you go in, you have this for safety, you can camp it, spray at the supports a little bit, use this wall for cover, and you'll generally be good to go. I really do like Sombra on Hanamura defense more so than attack. I feel it's a little bit harder to get in on attack, but once you capture this first point or full hold it, you'll understand a bit more. The fundamentals of health packs on this map is very important. It's usually just those 3. You won't want to be holding much more than those. Anyways, we'll go on to this little mini road over here. There's not a lot of health packs that I hold here. I see a lot of Sombra players holding this health pack, or going around to the back left on the outside and taking that health pack. What you're going to want to be doing, seeing as how most people push top, take this pack for your team, let them push top. Do not go top with them, because there might be a Junkrat or a Symmetra spamming into the choke. You're going to want to use this selfish health pack down here. Go up top, generally you'll have your camo. You come up here, you check where the enemy team is. If they have a Torb or a Sim or something over here holding point, like a Torb turret back there, or you know that they have a shield generator or something, you're going to want to go and take it down. Obviously you're not going to want to touch point, so you'll be like downstairs, throw a teleporter down there, invis. Don't touch point, because then they'll know that you're on it. You never want to touch point while you're invisible unless like your whole team is engaging on it. There might be a shield generator back here behind that wall in that corner. You're gonna want to take it out, teleport back there. So the mega downstairs and the mega upstairs are the two packs that you're going to be holding. When your team's actually fighting on the point, you can take this small one or the one down there, because usually your team is going to be using this one, or the enemy team is going to be trying to get to that one before you do, so they can use it. So if you have it hacked, you have the upper hand of being able to stand on it and surviving for a very long period of time while in an engagement. That pack is just too far away to use. Unless your whole team is going to be pushing this side, like a Winston, Diva, Genji, everyone's going to jump this way, then yeah, you can take this hack. But the thing is, because it's in a small room, spam can be sent in here, or your whole team can get kind of trapped in here and fight for the health pack. You can lose supports very easily going this way because of how small the area is. Unless you guys are going to do a special tactic, which I've only ever done once, which is we come here, we have one person distracting from the left, maybe a Genji or a Tracer, and then the whole team pushes bottom. We take this pack, we take the pack up there, and then we push in and we EMP. But generally, most people are either going to push middle or top. You're going to be the one to push bottom, and they're going to be the ones to push top. You can get behind them, kill the supports, take out their billables, and if you're on defense, the only packs that you're going to be holding are that one, and maybe these two, usually not. There are very few times where defending second point that I'll use this mega over here, because what you can do with this one is you can hack that and go up here. Not a lot of people will be going the side way because of what I said before, but you have this high ground advantage. If they're trying to push top, you can generally just spray at them from there, and if they're pushing middle, peek out of the window and hack the supports or hack the tanks. Check who has ultimates. You don't always need to get a kill on someone that you hack. Just say, I hack a Lucio. Lucio has his ultimate, or Lucio doesn't have his ultimate and he's hacked. Your team will just need the information when you're hacking a target. So if you want to, you can take that pack and play more of like a information gathering Sombra, be an infiltrator. Or if you want to play more aggressive, hold the health packs that your team has access to build your ult up, and hold this high ground when they're pushing through mid, or if they're pushing through top, boom, EMP, or drop down and EMP, as you wish. Anyways, on to the next map. We'll be taking a look at the newer map, Horizon Lunar Colony, which a lot of people have trouble with, and I feel like my Sombra has some trouble on here as well. But honestly, it's because pushing this point and even holding it is a nightmare for both sides because of how the map plays out. So I'll just skip forward to first point. So here we are on attack on Lunar Colony. There's a mega down here that you're not really going to want to take. A lot of people will just push full right on this map. Sometimes you can push from top, but I do not recommend it because it's kind of small up there. There's a health pack in here too. There it is. You can hold that one, but I really don't recommend it. There's also one, there's like a little one up there, but no one uses that one. There's a little one in that room. There's a mega down there, and there's a mega in space. So the health pack I'll generally hold on attack is this bottom one for my team, because most people will push top, right? No one really pushes through space, at least not in competitive. In quick play, yeah, you can get away with that, but most people push top and down the stairs, which I don't really recommend. If you're playing with a team and they're pushing this way, kind of tell them not to, because what you can do instead is go up on this high ground, which they won't expect, and then jump down here and fight them from behind. You could take that small pack if you want to, or the small pack in that room, and engage on them from behind where they won't expect you. Most people expect you to come from this way, since you can't push middle. But I'll take this bottom health pack because it's convenient, as well as that little one. Those are the two that I'll hold on both attack and defense, because my team could just come down here, grab this one, or go back there and grab that one. Like if we have a Torb or a Symmetra with a buildable setup in the back, they'll go back and use that hack, the hacked health pack, and my tanks will use this one because it's the mega. So on both attack and defense, you're going to want to hold these two. If you're not playing competitive, then you can hold the space health pack, because since it's quiet in here, they won't hear you hacking or placing your translocator, and you can put it up on top of those so that way they can't see you. But I really wouldn't recommend this because it's really kind of time consuming, because you move slower in space. So every time you teleport back, you'll be moving slowly to get back to your team. So bottom health pack and little one on the back of the point for attack and defense on this map. Moving forward to the little road area. A lot of people will hold this mega over here on the right because they push top. Because people, like, high ground advantage is really, really good, especially on this map. But thing is, this top area, I don't understand why people push forward on here and like try to come down the stairs or jump down this way. All you have to do is, if you are pushing top, since this choke is so tight, if they have a Junkrat or something, it might be kind of an issue. But if you're pushing top, all you have to do is jump straight down here. Don't try to push that back way. If your team's doing that, tell them to just push middle. You could take this small health pack behind the rover over here. If you do push top, take that big health pack there, because if they're just spamming into the choke, that's literally just free ult charge for you. But what I generally do is I will tell my team not to push top, and we'll either push bottom and hold that pack and go all the way around the backside like this, and we'll come up and we'll fight over here, or I'll say push far left, and I will take this small one, because while we're moving through here we might take some damage. They can use that, and it's just free ult charge for you. And I'll always take this big one on attack and defense. This will be the only one that I hold on defense usually. Sometimes that big one, so that way they can't use it. But this pack is generally my favorite because it's big, it's convenient, and it's in this little tight choke area. So if they are spamming damage in here, it's just free health for your team, free ult charge for you. Come onto the point, EMP the point, and you're good to go. I do not recommend holding this little one on defense, only on attack if you're pushing far left. If you're playing defense, you're going to want to hold that mega one most of the time, and maybe theirs. But if you're not feeling aggressive enough to hold theirs, then just hold this one as well, because not a lot of people use this pack. But like if your support, like your Mercy, is hiding here for a res or something, she has this pack to defend herself with her pistol, and you know it's there. So as long as you know it's there, that's free ult charge for you as well. Moving on to the next map. For the next map, we're going to be doing Temple of Anubis, which is one of Sombra's best maps. Often deemed as the best map to play around, probably next to Volskaya, which we'll be doing next after Anubis. This map, the health packs are pretty straightforward to hold, so we'll start with attack on first point. Okay, so here we are on the attacker spawn first point. What most people do not do that you should probably do is that if you have a death volley team rather than a dive team, is hold this mega right here. A lot of people use this health pack, but I don't see a lot of Sombras hacking it. Generally what they will do is they'll like translocate over the top like this, and then either take that small one over there, take that small one, or what I used to do a lot is I would take this high ground pack and then just come over here, take this, and poke at them from a distance, or poke whoever's on the point. The problem with this pack is that if you do want to drop down and play aggressive and shoot at their backline instead of just holding that high ground, you will touch the point and they will know that you're behind them. What you want to do as Sombra is not let them know that you are behind them unless you absolutely have to. It is not worth it to drop down here, and generally if you're going to be hacking this health pack, you're going to put your translocator on or near it, so you're not going to have it to throw it across the high ground like that to poke at them from over here. So what you can do, if you do want to hold that and be aggressive and attack from here, is save your translocator at this choke. Again, hack that pack or that pack. You're going to want to invis through right room. Don't touch point, just go to this bridge, toss it up, and come over here. Crouch so that way you're hidden. If there's a Hanzo or Widow up here, try to take them out, and if you can't, then throw your translocator over there and teleport to it. That is, if there's a sniper over here and you're having trouble. If you're not, come over here, hack the Ryan, hack the Bastion, hack the Torb, whatever. Start harassing their backline, take this pack from them. On defense, I only hold this pack. I don't hold any other packs except for that one on defense. But on attack, you're either going to want to take that one, both of those, and this one. Your team will either be pushing full right and take high ground, right directly down the middle, which I do not recommend, or full left, which I definitely recommend because you'll have this pack. You guys will be fighting in choke. Then you can EMP them right here. Boom. And if you have a Lucio or whatever, speed boost right to the point. When you're actually on the point capping it, I definitely recommend that you take that small one because both teams use that one often, and neither team will have access to that one, both of those in the back, or that one, because they'll be rushing to get back to the point if they have like a sim TP or something. So this health pack is extremely useful to hold when you're on the point or attacking the point. But pushing in, take those megas, that mega, and that one. This little road phase, there's no health packs that you're really going to want to take. There is a mega back there that you could hold, but I generally ignore that one. There's one over here that I'll hold sometimes, depending on what the enemy team has. So if they have a sim, I'll take this one, or a torb. But if they don't have a sim or a torb, I won't take that one. I'll start by taking this little one, because my team will push left or middle. If they push left, I'll take that one. If they push middle, I'd take this one. But if the enemy team has a Sombra, the second that you guys like confirm that you have first point, like the TP's down, their whole team's dead, you want to not finish capping and just haul ass to the second point and take this mega down here. Whichever team has this health pack is the team that's going to probably win the game. If you have this, everyone uses this health pack on both sides, just as everyone uses that health pack on both sides. Hold these two, and you'll have EMP up every single fight. Come directly onto the point. Shield generator won't matter. Teleporter won't matter. You'll EMP the team, wet them all. If there are TP or shield generators in this room, you could even just EMP in here, teleport back down, use that pack. Your EMP charges so quickly on this map, just from holding those two. So if they have a shield generator or a teleporter, you can just solo EMP it, and you'll probably build it up again in no time. But usually defense, I'll hold the same exact two health packs. I won't ever change on attack and defense, just the little one and the big one. Sometimes I'll hold that one only if we're pushing middle on attack. I won't hold it on defense like ever. A little trick there. But so yeah, attack, all the megas on the attack phase and that one little one, and on defense, boom boom, that's all you need. On to the next map and the last one for this video. Volskaya Industries, probably her best map and my favorite map to play her on, especially on defense, not so much on attack. I will play her on attack in this map, but I like her more on defense than anything else, especially first point. Second point, not as much, but I'll still play her. Alright, let's jump on forward to first point. Here we are, first point attack on Volskaya. There's two packs that you can take when fighting at the choke on attack, and that's this one, which both teams usually use. Or you could take there's a mega in this building that you can use, but usually I take that one on the ledge because both teams will use it if they're pushing up to your spawn. Not a lot of people use this pack, maybe like your Reaper or your Ryan or whoever will, but most people will go for that one, unless the enemy has a D.Va or Lucio trying to boop you guys off. But that one and this one on attack, mostly this one, don't worry so much about that one. Strategies for pushing in. A lot of people will teleport through the window and go behind, take this mega, and then poke at them from the back, or they'll try to start capturing the point. Again, like I said before, I do not recommend that you try to touch the point and cap it by yourself, or else they'll know that you're behind, and they will see which health pack that you have hacked. The second that they see the pack that you have hacked, I highly recommend that you don't use your translocator. I don't know how many times on this map where I've done this. I'll take the pack, I'll put my teleporter down, I'll run up, and I'll look behind me, and I'll see like a Genji staring at my teleporter. I'll generally wait around the corner, or another thing I'll do is I'll take this pack while still on attack, mind you, and I'll just wait for my thing to come off a cooldown. Because they'll still think that you're going to hold that mega, and I'll hold this one, and I'll go in and I'll poke a little bit and I'll retreat, and they'll keep going back to that one thinking that's where you're going. So that's a little trick for this map, but generally, pushing in those two packs, on first point, these two, mostly the mega if you can, but this little one helps a lot as well. On defense, same thing, hold these two, Do not tell your team to defend from choke. A lot of people in like all ranks, ranging from bronze to even master, people will hold from this choke on this side and on that side, and Sombra players will just take this health pack and think it's okay. Do not do that. Your strength lies on the objective. Tell your team to hold from the high ground on this point. That way you can poke at them from range, and when they do push in, you have the power to jump down on the point. If you're holding from choke and they're pushing around the back, you're going to have to haul ass back to this point, and usually they'll have the first tick by then if you guys don't notice soon enough. So hold from point, hold that high ground, take both of these health packs, the mega and the small one, and just have your team use them and stay on the point while defending. Especially if they have a Pharah, you stay on this high ground, you rain so much power over her, just spraying at her from up here, and having both of these packs as well. Minimalizes the amount of healing that their team has and increases yours. On to attacking on second point. Well, first let's talk about this little street phase. You can hold this pack. I don't recommend it. Same with there's a little one up there. I don't recommend that you hold that one. Again, I see a lot of people holding this one on the right. This is more so a selfish pack. For you to like push in, but again, you'll be touching the point. You don't want that. You can hold this pack if you want to build up ult charge and your team's pushing from this way. If you want a selfish pack, what I'll usually do is I will take this one once. I'll run over just to take this pack, but I'll take that one anyway just in case I get poked at, because again, free ult charge. And then once I take that one, I'll come back with my team, and most people will push middle. If your team's pushing out the middle, that means that you want to go back left. Maybe put your translocator here. I never recommend putting it on the health pack or in the same room. You can come up here. You can take the little one down the stairs if you want to, but I'll come up here, I'll poke from behind. If I get hit, I'll teleport back, grab this pack, run back up the stairs, throw a teleporter in the same place, rinse and repeat. Once you have EMP, you want to stay out of line of sight if they have a enemy Sombra, and engage with your own. Tossing it over this wall. Boom. There you go. Easy EMP. If they have a shield generator like a Symmetra or something, they'll either be putting it in that room, either on the health pack or on the way back. I see a lot of Symmetras putting it here nowadays at the game, and sometimes in this room. If there is one in this room, I definitely recommend taking this pack and spraying it down, because there are probably turrets in here and that's just free ult charge for you. And again, if it's in that room, take that pack. But you're just on attack that one once, pushing from that side to come around here and hold this one for the whole game. Little ones don't matter as much. You can take them, but usually you're going to want that one and that one. On defense, I'll hold that pack and this one. This one's more of an aggressive pack because your team won't be using it as much, but you can just take that one and come around, spray a little bit, and then you can attack while in here. And then once they see that you're in here, you have the perfect angle to toss it. Oh, I screwed it up there, but you can toss it over the box and it'll land right about here on one of these 4 steps over here. That way when you teleport in, you just grab the pack and toss down the teleporter and go. So to recap, first point, mega, little. For defense, on attack, mega, mega. Defense, second point, little, mega, attack, mega, mega. And that's it for my guide for holding health packs on 2CP with Sombra. If you guys want to see one for control and or escort / assault escort, let me know in the comments. I will be sure to make them, and I will be replying to all comments. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. Yoshi out.